Good morning, everybody. This is Gina Ifoe, the one and only African superstar, bringing you another live stream. I want to give a special shout out to the customers of the AfricanSuperstar.com. I released my new commercial here on YouTube today of the African Superstar X Ghana. So please make sure you guys take a look. You can see some of the products. And by all means, head over to the website, www.theafricansuperstar.com, and place your orders today. Contact information is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Also, big shout outs to my members only that get access to behind the scenes vlog and support this platform monthly. They are designated by the circle next to their name. Big shout outs to everybody today. African Superstar family, what's up? I want to talk about this topic. It actually came up in my live stream yesterday. Miss Ashley Cleveland kind of raised it, and it is absolutely true. So I felt that it deserved, its own examination via a live stream topic, and that is exercising our African option puts our peers in the hot seat. Big shout out to the African Superstar family. Please make sure you like the stream and leave me a message in the comments box to be greeted. Okay. I remember, several years ago at church, my pastor, my then pastor said that your ability to change is an indictment against those that refuse to change. And I think that is very relevant. It's very true. Many of you guys have probably encountered a situation where, when you start trying to exercise different things in life, it becomes a problem to some people in your environment. Sometimes you have a friend or you have a family member and you guys are yoked up in a struggle. You guys are, together in the struggle. And the minute you decide that, what, I want to change this dynamic, I want to, do something different or whatever, that person gets offended by your decision to change. We have to realize that, like, a lot of the clapback that we get from our peers in the West, it's the same kind of thing. Black people in the West, and they've been under these pretenses for centuries. And a lot of our people have just gotten addicted to the struggle. They've gotten addicted to just being perpetually abused and not taking any necessary steps. So those of us that say, what, I've had enough. I'm fed up with this. I want to do something else. We're basically pulling the card of our friends, because we're basically saying, well, guess what? If you were really fed up, you would look into this option. If you were really fed up, you would do more than talk about it. You would put some fire behind it. And that's why we get a lot of backlash. I'm someone who believes in taking action in every sense of the word. I've gotten to the point now in my age, I don't even really want to hear complaints. So very few people call me to complain about different things, because I'm going to constantly challenge them as to what exactly are you going to do to alleviate the stress. Because I can't speak for you guys, but I'm tired of a legacy of struggle. I'm tired of my people being victimized, and I'm tired of my people being helpless and all that stuff. I feel like if we really are tired, should take more initiative. But if you're asking yourself, why so much backlash? Why so much friction? Why are my friends, giving me so much, conversations and all this stuff? Basically, your decision to exercise your option, because guess what? People will say Americans have so much freedom, right? They will say Americans have so much freedom. That's what the Americans like to say. But the truth is, if you had freedom, wouldn't you exercise it? You know, like, what's holding you back from exercising your freedom? Honestly, What's holding you back from exercising your freedom? You talk about because for instance, Black Americans are notorious about talking about how good they got in America, how it's the land of the free. They got freedom of speech and 13th Amendment and the Second Amendment. And they got all this stuff. Okay, what good is, for instance, freedom and you don't exercise it? You know, you can't really even measure whatever you have until it's time for you to exercise that option. So for instance, somebody says, I'm rich. I have so much money. I can do this and that. It's easy for them to say that. But there's going to come a time in their life when they have to show and prove it. And then that's going to be the determinant if you are or if you're not. So my thing is like, yeah, you claim you have freedom. I have exercised my freedom, so to speak. I have utilized some of the resources of being living in America to do the things I want to do worldwide. I have used my ability to live in the UK to do some of the things I want to do worldwide. That's exercising freedom. But those of us that are exercising the African option, we're showing our peers up because they're still busy complaining about the situation. And we've now found alternative options. And now the alternative options are there. And it's kind of like sink or swim. And they don't want to measure up. In essence, we make them look bad because we were together in a struggle and we were talking about the problems. We were on the same accord, but now, we've moved and graduated to a different level and they're still standing back in the same position. This is what it is, guys. For every action, there's a reaction. You've got to learn how to look at things critically and begin to analyze the things that you're going through and the root cause of the things that you're going through. Because I personally think there's a lot of attention to the fallout. When somebody starts acting up, if someone starts showing out, that is what we focus on. We don't focus on what is the root cause. And basically, you may have been in your life one of those people that has gotten shown up. So you know what it's like. You know what it's like when, you and maybe someone else, you guys are in the same situation and you talking about the struggle life and all of that. And then they make a move and you're left behind and you're thinking, damn. In my case, it motivates me a lot of times. I remember before I moved to Ghana, I remember before I even moved to the UK, I used to be watching Dinos. Okay. Dinos Demir, a large YouTuber here, search for a Hulu platform. I used to be watching Dinos travel on the continent. He was going to South Africa. He was going to Kenya. He was going to Tanzania. He was going to Nigeria, Senegal. And I used to be watching him and I used to think to myself, gosh, I'm so behind. I haven't even made it to the continent. And this man is going all over the place. He's showing me up. I remember before I even visited the continent, my baby sister went to Ethiopia. And I thought, I'm the big sister, So I know what it's like when you get shown up. If you're smart, when you see other people around you, leveling up, you too, that's positive peer pressure when your friends are kind of compelling you to move and change your level and escalate in life because you want to be naturally among your peers. You want to be up there, you know? What we experience a lot of time, I would say here on social media, definitely is the backlash from the people that are refusing to level up. They're jealous, they're envious, they haven't organized themselves, their life, their affairs, and they're looking at these people that are leveling up, exploring the world, trying to position themselves, trying to, do a better move for their family. They resent the fact that these people are doing it. What you should get is inspiration to change your dynamics. Like I said, I used to watch Dinos Demir and feel like, damn, he's just accomplishing so much. Now, many years later, I've even had a chance to meet with Dinos. we're friends, and I've also began my own African travels. Now I have 6 countries under my belt. Now I can talk about it. You see what I'm saying? I could have just sat there and envied him and said, damn, look at what this guy is doing. Is and felt some kind of way. I could have. We could have immense power if more of our people took the energy to change their dynamics instead of complaining, instead of envying people that are exercising their options. All of you have your options. Even if maybe you're one of those blacks and you think Africa's not for you, you still have international options. South America, Asia, you know, um, if you don't mind Europe, but the bottom line is what is going on in the West is indefinite. What is going on in the West is indefinite for our people. Wherever you're a minority, wherever you don't garner power, you will always be at a disadvantage. And, I just see so many generations of our people enduring this stuff that I've come to the conclusion it's time to just completely change course. I'm not the first person to promote us to go back to the continent. People have been doing it all through these generations. It's always been an option that's been suggested by, those that don't want to put up with these things as they are, and realize that the environments that we're in are going to be, that is an indefinite thing. It's never going to come to an end. So it's either put up or shut up. That's it. Either change your dynamics or just endure it. Why complain? Why complain when you've chosen? Now, it's one thing when you don't know, and I think that's also another source of frustration for these people is we are shattering their reality, because ignorance is bliss, as they say. So the less you know, the less accountable you are, the less responsible you are. You can say you didn't know and that be the truth. But once you start having knowledge is a burden, because it becomes a call to action. If you claim that you didn't know there was options for you, now you know. What you would do with that information is going to really prove your intentions or not. So we get a lot of backlash here on social media. These are some of the reasons why. We're giving our people an alternative in the West, and it's a call to action that they don't want to make because they're too comfortable complaining as they are. Taking the scraps off the table. They don't want to exert some energy and have their own table. They'll just keep on taking the scraps. Big shout out to the African superstar family. So this was my live stream topic. Like I said, Ashley kind of sparked this yesterday in my live stream when she said that she realized that a lot of people don't really want freedom, and that it's been a hard reality for her to accept that. But that's just the truth. A lot of them don't, because freedom requires sacrifice, and the sacrifice is what they don't want. And nothing in life is for free. And to be honest, most free things come with a high price, because nothing in life is free. There's always an associated cost. So in my opinion, if I'm going to pay, because you're going to pay either way. If I'm going to pay, I might as well pay and get something that I want, not pay and get something I don't want. When I sleep at night, I'm completely, confident in my decisions. I feel that I have exercised everything possible to make my life something that I want and something that I'm proud of. I don't really have unresolved questions about, have I done all that I could do, and am I in the right place? I've come to a conclusion. I have done everything I could do in my lifetime currently to position myself where I want to be. And I'd say if you're not at that point in your life, then you have some soul searching, because not answering those questions for yourself is going to rack your mind mentally. You'll never have peace, Because you'll always be thinking, what if I did this? What if I did that? How would it have changed? Would it be an impact? If I lived in Africa, would it really be different? I'm someone who can actually say, I know what it's like. And it was a good decision. It was a great choice, you know? So big shout out to the African Superstar family. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being a part of this platform. We're growing. Also, big special shout outs to my YouTube community. Big shout outs to Lady Visionary. Big shout outs to O'Shea Duke Jackson. They recently shared my new commercial. It's dope. We took a lot of time and effort to put that together for you guys. I'm trying to take it to the next level. The thing I talk about on a regular basis, definitely trying to use my resources to do those things. So big shout outs to everybody. Until we meet again, stay black and true. If you ain't black, just stay true.